Welcome to Jamlish, real talk with a little bit of Labrish. Welcome, everyone. I wonder what we're going to talk about today. What we're going to talk about today?
Christmas.
Yes, man, Christmas. We're going to talk about Christmas today. Yes, welcome, everyone. Okay, before we start talking about Christmas, let me introduce you to the panel.
Welcome back to the Christmas chat. Glad to see you come back. You like the vibe, make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Hi guys, it's Mimi back again. Glad to see you still tuning in, and I hope you enjoy today's show about Christmas.
Oh, ho, ho! Welcome, everyone. Good to see you back. Sit back, grab something nice and cold or even toasty, and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the world. Welcome everyone enjoying your Christmas. I'm sure you are. We're all going to get into the Christmas spirit today and share our Christmas thoughts with you all.
Yes, we are. We're definitely going to be. Just out of, because it feels like a long time since we've all been together. So how's everybody doing? How are you doing? Mimi, how are you doing? What was your week like? Wagwan.
Well, it was a bit crazy, but you know what? I had a Good Friday. Mo Gilligan came to Birmingham, and we did laugh and enjoy. You know, sometimes you just need to have a belly laugh. Big crowd. I was shocked how busy it was, but yeah, lovely evening. Can't complain.
Oh, so that was good.
Yeah.
So what about you, Pamela? What kind of week have you had?
Well, it's been crazy. You know, the lead up and everything, and planning, trying to get the right tests and the right whatever, this not to, you know, pop over and see the family. So yes. It's been quite crazy. Yeah.
Yes. And guys, what about, you know, what's going on? Richard, you still watching your football?
Yes.
Because I wonder, you not have on an Arsenal shirt today. I was expecting you to come in your Arsenal shirt.
Well, it was red, but I thought I'd get into the theme of Christmas, you know. Very rare I wear a Christmas jumper, but I put one on today. Just about fit.
You're lucky I have one.
Yeah, there was all sold out, you know, so I was looking to get this one. I had to pay premium price, you know, but we got there in the end. Yeah, work's been okay, broke up. You know, when you're supposed to meet together, but it doesn't really happen, and you're playing games by Zoom. It's a different way of playing games, but I suppose it's a way of entertainment. It
is, yeah. And
it's been a good week.
Your week being good?
It's always good, you know, Mish. It's busy, but it's good. And to be honest, I did break me, I enjoy it, because we can, in fact, let's see the rest of this show, because, whoa, we're full of story.
Yes. Okay then, so we're gonna talk about Christmas, yeah, and it's that time of the year. Either you like it or you loathe it. It's a little bit like Marmite, isn't it? Christmas is, you know, because it's not all what it seems is Christmas. So, you know, one of the things I want to ask, because we've all had different Christmas experiences, I'm sure of that. You know, whether back in the day or now. So let me start off by asking you. Let me start off with Mimi. Mimi, what's your feelings about Christmas? How you feel about Christmas?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I want to talk too much here. So for me, brought up with lovely Christmas experiences as a child. So, you know, mum, Christmas decorating, you know, traditional dinner, family come together. And then as you get older, you have your own children, and then the family starts to grow. Yeah. And I started to see that Christmas was a lot about money spending. And at one point, I just felt like a lot of pressure with Christmas, having to get everyone a present and then being worried if I don't get that child a present. And then so for me, what I've done, I've changed my perspective on Christmas. Has changed for me. So what I now do is I don't buy anybody any presents except for the two I have. But I do make an effort to go around and visit my family members and have dinners with them. And, you know, obviously I'll come with a little drink and some sweets or whatever, but instead of this individual presents, it's changed for me. I've backed away from it. I feel like it's it's a sales thing for me. And then sometimes with the kids get sucked in as well when they lose the concept of what Christmas is. And I know that we all have different values and beliefs on Christmas, but for me,
so you think there's a lot of pressure financially as well then?
People get themselves in debt and take it to some next level, and the pressures.
And by next year, they just finish pay off the debt for the next year.
The pressures are real, and for me, I didn't want to get sucked into that, so I had to actually say, and I do like Christmas. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a miserable, grumpy person. Do you know what I mean? I'm not Scrooge. But my point is, I just had to change something that worked for me, and it wasn't about giving somebody a present, but it's about my presence and having some food together. Because I would put Christmas dinner on, or we'll go to someone's house and contribute, so the pressure isn't all on that person.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, the bring and share in it. Yeah, give everybody a bit of responsibility. Okay, Pamela, what about you? I mean, you're in Spain. What and what are your feelings about Christmas?
Yeah, well, for me, I think that the change of perspective didn't happen just here. This happened as well. But when we went to Jamaica one year, I took my children to Jamaica, and I realized when I got there that I didn't get any presents for them.
Okay.
And it was so, but it was so weird. But my sister was there with her grandson, and there was no Christmas tree. They have a thing on Christmas Eve called Grand Market. That's like the big party.
Yeah.
On actual Christmas
Millions
Day,
of people there.
It was just about church and family and food. And then I remember when my sister with her grandson, she got a tree, and everybody in the district come fill up on the tree. Yeah. And then with the present, we all sat around and watched the grandson opening his present. And do you know, none of my children asked, "Where's mine?" And I realized then that all those years I've been putting the pressure on myself that Mimi's talking about. It didn't really matter because they didn't even notice that they didn't have presents.
I echo what you say. Exactly. Yeah.
It changed my perspective. And then when I came here, again, they weren't really into the Christmas because they celebrate the Three Kings, which is in January, which is the whole story about the kings going to, to visit baby Jesus in Bethlehem. So there was the commercialism wasn't there. And again, it reminded me of the reason for the season. Yes. So my attitude has changed. So for Christmas, for me, it's about eating well, family coming together. Okay, COVID kind of, causes separation. But even if it's just three of us, we make the most of that time with the three of us together. And that's what it's about for me.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is about family, isn't it, And I would just like to say, because the 1 year I actually spent Christmas on my own because both my children were abroad and it was just me one. And I thought, oh my gosh, and I could have gone to family, but I just wanted to take some time out to spend on my own. And I checked into the Hyatt Hotel for 3 nights and I had the time of my life. I have to say, I did have a really good time because I think if I'd have stayed at home, I think I would have started to fester and then think of all the negative and stuff. And I love Christmas, I wanted to keep it positive. So Richard, what about you? What's your feelings about Christmas?
I think what you said there, is true. It feels different as a time of year for Christmas because you could be alone at another time of the year. Would it affect you as much? No, I don't think so. Definitely, you just feel different around Christmas. But it's similar to what Mimi said there about the financial, because I've got about 6 birthdays between the end of November and the 2nd of January, So you got birthday and Christmas. So and
they want 2 presents because my son's birthday is just before Christmas, and you want 2 presents.
It can be a financial burden. You just think, and then if you don't get paid, you get paid early December, and then you have to wait 6 weeks before you get paid January again.
You're broke then, isn't it?
You're broke, yeah.
Straight up around February time, isn't it?
pure dry up turkey you eat it for about another 2 weeks. But no, I've had good experiences of Christmas. I've enjoyed Christmas, but financially, I'd agree with me. You got to step back. And as people get older, they appreciate it anyway, And you just look at it as a point of view, spending time with your family and friends. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's again the family's coming out, the family and the friends, and that's really important. I think that is
especially in the last couple of years for everybody. You want to spend time with your family while we can. You never know.
Okay. So, Simeon, let me ask you the same question. What's your feelings around Christmas? How do you feel?
Me can't lie, no, Mish.
No, man, talk the truth. Why hear the truth?
Because Jamlish real talk with a little bit of that.
Labrish.
You know, Santa Claus, Satan Claus, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Me no want to put a dampener on it because you see, in growing up, I seen the magic of Christmas. You know, there was a magic in the air. There was something I could almost taste, a beauty, you know. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to rob my kids, the young ones, them of that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to rob them of that. Because me, myself, humbly I say, I don't celebrate it. I don't celebrate it. But as I says, you know, I do like the magic in the air. I do like the good feeling that people seem to have. I wish them, like this record would have said, I wish it could be Christmas every day. You know, because, hey, my next door neighbor, George, and Patrick. Anyways, them at Christmas, they're more jolly than they normally are. Why is that? You know, I ask myself. I wish I could have been like that all the time.
I just wonder if it's a psychological thing because this time, you know, I get really, I love Christmas. Yeah. And I get excited. I mean, if you'd think there was about 50 people coming to Christmas, the amount of drinks that I bought, and I don't even drink anymore, you know. But you know, I'm stacking up on quality streets and this and that in case somebody wants to knock the door and pop in and you know.
The tradition, Mish, the tradition.
Do you think it's a psychological thing?
For me, I feel like everyone's forgot what happened at Christmas. You know what I'm saying to you? And I think as you get older as well, the conceptions, you know, the Jesus being born, the Coca-Cola adverts, spend the money, eat the turkey, it's all changed. The kids get the presents. I just think as individuals, we've all got different reasons why we like Christmas. But on a whole, when you break it down, everyone is looking forward to being together. That's what I like from Christmas. Yeah.
So let me just go back to Simeon. Simeon, can I ask you why you don't celebrate Christmas? Is that a reasonable question to ask you?
Of course, you can ask me any question and I'm willing to answer. Because you know, it comes from Mish, because it's my level of consciousness. I look into things too deep, I guess, because question I ask, why do they call Christmas Xmas when they short it? Some people say it's abbreviation. But then why you never say C mass instead of Christmas? You know what I mean? And yet, and I can go deeper than that with X is a mathematical term for the unknown, celebrated by the masses of the people. You know? So to my mind word that we there, I personally cannot celebrate it. But as I said again, I ain't gonna take away the magic.
So it's for no religious reasons or anything. Look who's here! Hello, Barryden, how you doing? Barryden live and direct from Jamaica.
Big up.
How's it going there? Let me see, where is that the beach there behind you or what? What is going on behind you?
It's just the sun, the trees, the...
All right.
All right, okay.
Don't make us jealous, Barry. Don't make us jealous now. Come on.
Yeah, Robbie.
So you just caught us talking about Christmas, and we were just discussing our feelings around Christmas. Yeah. So now, as you've just come on, I can ask you the question as well. How do you feel about Christmas on a whole? What are your feelings about Christmas?
Well, I love Christmas.
Yes.
For the entertainment part of it. But as far as celebrating it as the birth of Christ,
yes,
I don't know, because historians searched and find that Jesus was born way before the 25th of December.
Okay.
And they can see the connection with a fat man in a red suit floating around the sky with reindeers and giving out presents and all that.
Yeah.
And I believe them. I can't see where Santa Claus have anything to do with the birth of Jesus. But I just love it for the entertainment part of it.
Yeah. So going back to you again, Simeon, I ain't picking on you today. I'm just,
No, man, me like when
interested to see. Is that Kwanzaa? I was pronouncing it wrong. Is that something that you would celebrate, or you are looking into, or is that something
it's like Sister Pam detailed it. I respect Kwanzaa because it's something we have created for ourselves. I don't know why we are matching it up with Christmas. You know what I mean? We should match it up with Christmas though. Kwanzaa is Kwanzaa, Christmas is Christmas.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's like when sister looked at me one time, I Rasta daughter, and she said, see man, you got to something another, a Rasta Christmas. I said, what do you mean Rasta Christmas?
Right. Well, it's about education, isn't it? Because I think because people are just not being educated, you know, it's not in schools, is it? It's not, you know, I mean, what you see, once you get some education about something, you have more knowledge and you've got more, and you can make more choices.
Yeah, Christmas
because
is
it's not,
man.
you know, you don't hear it on the TV, you don't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear it on the radio, you don't see it or anything. You know, it's not publicly known. Do you know what I mean? You know, but yeah.
But you have to take time to grow still, Mish. So, you know, like everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas grow into things where you find attachments.
Yeah.
You find attachments. You know, the robin in there too, you know.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The red, which we are weird. Where did that come from? The advertisement that Coca-Cola did. You know, you get the attachments that come with it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So
the elf now, the elf seems to be a big thing all the time. You see things
gosh,
with
that elf gets on my nerves.
What's that? Sorry?
Elves.
Elf? What's it all about?
Yeah.
What's the elf about?
The elf Santa.
No, but them have one little something now, where them have one little elf where people put in at them house. And every day they're recording the elf doing something, you know, all the elves all the elf look where
well, Richard's got one there.
I joined the hype. We joined the hype. We have more than one. Watch.
That's your dog.
What? Is that you and your partner, is it? Yeah.
But like you say, like Simeon says, other things get attached and it goes bigger and bigger and more commercial. It is, isn't it? More commercial.
Yes.
The one thing I do want explained is the reindeer in the sky. You know,
I think that's because the reindeers, I think it was like, isn't Santa's supposed to live in the North Pole, isn't he? And the reindeers are what
so he can fly
out there. But obviously, because of the magic, they can't say to the children, oh, he's going to send you a present from the North Pole. They want to, like Simeon said, they add on. They want to make it a bit more extra. So let's create that he comes over the sky. Let's create him going down the chimney. And we've all bought into it. Well, I bought into it. I remember when my son was little and we were living in London. And he said to me, he started to question Father Christmas. And he says, well, how am I going to get my presents if I'm going to be in Birmingham and we live here? How am I going to get my presents? And I said to him, I said, well, you know, Santa is magic, so he can do all things. Didn't know that my friend had picked up the bag of presents from my house and was bringing them to Birmingham.
And he thought
we were going on the bus. So when we arrived at my mom's, opened the porch door, and there was his big bag of presents.
Oh wow, bless him.
He says, Mom, I says, I told you.
Do you know what?
You know what?
Sister Pam, let me interject with just a little piece, Miss. But Sister Pam, because that story reminds me of the story of my little niece, she grew older and wiser. And she says, Mommy, this Father Christmas, how can Father Christmas come down the chimney when we ain't got one? We got central heating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come down the lift.
Special key. He's got a special key.
And you have to leave some milk and biscuits at the bottom of the chimney or outside the house.
And a milk pie and a carrot for Rudolph. All those things.
But what I wanted to say, and it might be a room for a different debate, but I do often wonder, is it right to to let children believe that there is a Santa?
Yes, wrong,
you know what I mean? I mean, my grandson, he never bought into it.
Saying that, and that's one of the things that concerns me about Christmas, lying to our children. Like, I've got a friend and her daughters, the family is really into Christmas. You know, they go over and beyond the big tree, the presents, the dinner. But she's getting ready to go to secondary school, and she was saying, I'm looking forward to Christmas because Father Christmas is bringing the presents, and the kids are all sitting together, like, what's she on about? Do you know what I mean? And that's an embarrassing moment. You're trying to bring this moment for your child, but the child has come to an age where now you need to correct that. And like I used to always say to my son, I said, Father Christmas, yeah, I said, Mummy is Father Christmas, yeah. I'm the one that brings you the presents, yeah. I make this happen for you, and I make stories behind it. So I do think we need to be mindful. So I do think it's a false story. Why are we telling our children lies? Why are we buying it?
What age then should you stop saying
Some
it?
people call it make-believe.
What age? Yeah. What age should you stop telling your children not to believe in Father Christmas?
You're not supposed to
age.
start.
You don't tell them in the first place.
No, the children, when they get to a certain age, they will stop. I know that the year that my daughter stopped believing, when we was here in Spain, and I said to her, do you want to go? There was a Santa, and I said, do you want to go and see Santa? And she said, he won't understand me, and I won't understand what he's saying. And I knew at that point, she started to question. That's the questioning. But what I will say is, though, I still do the magic. The other day, for my grandchildren, there is an app where you can have Santa do a message with the child's name and shows their picture. And I do it every year, and I did it again for the grandchildren, and they go crazy when they see
grandson, he ain't having it at all. Even when he was 3, he's just not having it. He said, he's not real, Grandma. What's the matter with you? He's not real.
At a young age, they learn it in school, they learn it on the street or from their friends and all that.
People tell them,
after growing up, reach about maybe 8, 9, I think that's when you should draw the line and say, look, there's no such thing as Santa Claus. It's just propaganda for you.
Yeah, that's usually the age when they do start to question it anyway and figure it out for themselves.
What I tried to say to you, for the girl that's getting my friend and then to get me to go to secondary school, it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And the kids are, do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. At some point now, you need to be having this conversation and saying, this isn't the case. I am Father Christmas. Yeah, I am Santa Claus. I'm the one that puts that hard work in and puts the biscuits and the milk down. You know what I mean?
What are the dilemmas at Christmas? How you find out kind of dilemma coming out, you know, might be financially, you know what I mean? The pressures of, you know. But ask Barry, what you say the dilemma? Because these dilemmas, I see dilemmas.
Dilemma is when you have 4, 5, 6 kids and you have to prepare for them for Christmas and you can't even afford it.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder, should I buy a new stove that I needed?
Yeah.
Or buy a Christmas present for these kids that desperately believe in Santa Claus bringing the present. So that's a dilemma there.
Yeah.
When you want something, but you have to put it on the back burner to provide for these young ones that are looking up to you, looking for Santa Claus Christmas morning. So that's a big dilemma there.
Yeah, see me, sir. Rich, coming at this.
Yeah, again, it's financially, but sometimes, you know, you look at the point, you might not want to spend Christmas with this particular person, you know. Sometimes Christmas, you come together, but sometimes you don't want to be with that person and you're forced into that situation and you have, you know, mental pressure on you, you know. And so it's very important, very, very, very dilemma.
No, I respect what you're saying.
Because I think that, you know, when you're in the confines of your family, if you're not used to that, you know, or being in that close proximity for a whole day, that's pressure, you know, if you don't want to be there. That's a lot of pressure.
But you see another pressure here too, Mish. It's like if you there with a female, you know, as your partner, you know, and then Christmas come up, where do you spend Christmas? Because my girl used to take it personal, left me not there with her at Christmas. But me kind of fortunate, you know, well, not fortunate, but me not in a family for really. But post mama down there, so could I, me don't want to spend it with mama. You know what I mean? She might want, you would have to kind of, you know, me, dilemma.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go on, Mimi.
So what I was saying for me, like, my Christmas, the last one, not the last one, because obviously we was all at home, but like the last year before we, like 2017, 18, we'd normally go to my mum's for breakfast. She lives in a care home, so we have breakfast there, and then we'd go, and I would take the little ones to go see their dad, so I'd go to that family house, And then in the evening, I would go to my dad's house. Yeah. And then in the evening, I'll be at home or in a hotel. But for me, I'm exhausted. I'm literally like, hi.
You're tired. You haven't even enjoyed the day because you hop and down,
around.
And deliver present like Santa, like the big fat man.
You know, the reindeer.
It's selfish of me, and I'll be honest, sometimes I just actually want to stay in my house, but then I'd be the selfish one. Does that make sense? And then I would and not being checking on them. Does that make sense? So
it does.
That's my struggles at Christmas, having that balance, like, and making sure that I do check for my family, but also what about me? Self-care as well. Does that make sense?
Make us neat to Sister Pam. Sister Pam, what are your dilemmas? What you say as dilemmas at Christmas?
Well, I think with the whole, like what you said about the spending the day, what my mom started to do when we all started having our own children, she would have her dinner on Boxing Day. So whoever was with anybody, they could go to their partner's family on Christmas Day. She made sure, she was quite smart actually, because nobody really argues with Boxing Day. It's Christmas Day. So she always had everyone to herself. But with me now, the dilemma is not so much with my husband. It's okay because here again, Christmas Eve is the most important, but they have the Three Kings, which is in January, which is the big celebration. So I go to England for Christmas and spend with my family. And he can come as well, or and then New Year's, Three Kings, we're with his family. So we've got enough time in between to do both, you know. So, but I think with Richard as well, I have to say there is the dilemma. Even though the Boxing Day, I remember sometimes, imagine everybody's together, and sometimes not everybody's getting on. And then they have a few drinks and it all comes out, you know, and sometimes it wasn't always something that I looked forward to, if I'm totally honest.
The truth is always spoken at Christmas, or they've got wearing things in their chests and then Christmas come and they just unleash, just unleash it all, you know. Because again, it's that confined space, isn't it? It's that stress element, it's that, you know, and it's bubbling because it's stuff that you've held perhaps all year, and it's a bubble and it's a bubble and eventually it explodes.
So we'll dump on this, and a quick one, short one from everybody. Because we talk about dilemma. What is the good things about Christmas? Marida, although you mentioned some of it already, to be honest, make a picture what you have said. Go on to me, Virgin. Come on.
When I was much younger, living in the Caribbean, I used to stay up all night Christmas Eve, even if I have to do it on my own, just for Christmas, just to see
that magic.
I used to love doing that. So it's more like the entertainment, the fun of it. I'm looking forward to. Always look forward to.
The magic.
So what will you do out there for Christmas now, leading up to Christmas, like how you're there in Jamaica?
Seriously, I forgot what Christmas like in Jamaica, because last Christmas I spent here was in 1992.
Whoa.
I've been here regular. At one time I was just every year I'm out here, but I always come like summertime, really.
Will it be funny in the winter, in the summer there? Will it be funny with sun at Christmas? Will you feel different, strange, you think? Being used to being a cold country, now you're in Jamaica with heat at Christmas time. Will you feel different?
Well, I'm looking forward to see that. How are going to feel about that? I mean, like I said, for years, from 1992, I haven't spent a Christmas in Jamaica. And I've been here so many times, but never in the December, because I always spend it in the UK.
I did miss McCarthy Street, so Christmas in Jamaica.
So anyway, like this morning, I get up and I get me my nice breakfast. I got me boiled banana, rundown with a bit of saltfish on the side. If you don't know what rundown means, it's like coconut. It's from the coconut, where you grate the coconut and cook it down. Nice rundown with a few fingers of green banana.
I've heard of it.
And my nice cup of chocolate tea, hot like fire. And I enjoy that. I couldn't believe it. I enjoy it.
Girlfriend belly's rumbling.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the dinner part of it now.
Okay, so you're gonna have your breakfast in a bit. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, as much as we would all like to be with you, Barryden. We'd all like to be with you, but Merry Christmas to the family. Say hello to the family and say hello to everyone who knows us. Yes, Jamlish, Real Talk.
We got Likkle
following in Jamaica with Jamlish, so that's nice. Yeah. Okay, so Mimi, tell me one favorite moment that you have for Christmas. What's your favorite thing you like to do?
Don't have one. I have a couple. I love the snow, food, and being with the family, and actually not being at work.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, RT, what about you? What's one favorite thing you like to do for Christmas?
Family, spending time with family, and now my daughter realizes a bit more what's going on in the world. My granddaughter, sorry, seeing her open her presents.
I was going to say weird. Your daughter.
Spending time with family. Yeah, spending time with family. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Okay, Pamela, what's your one favorite thing you like to do for
Christmas? Gosh, I'm like Mimi. There's a few. I love the lights. I love the prettiness. And for me, the favorite thing is, with the family and the nyamins. I love the nyamins.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
as my late dad would say, he never called it the food. He always called it nyamins.
The nyamins.
So, we just eat, drink, and be merry. I love it.
Love it. Simeon, what about you? I know that you don't actually celebrate it, but it's still the season for a reason. So throughout that season, what do you do?
I like the way you drop that, Mish, because we notice that question can't come down in a one, we realize. Because you ask everybody one question and then give it 1, 2, which I can understand. I like the holiday.
Yes.
To get a break from work 2 weeks. And I do like the magic in the air. I like the joy in people them face. I love that magic, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And for me, I like opening the presents, food, going out, family. Everything.
One you're saying?
You be watching Jamlish at Christmas. Real talk.
Labrish.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas.
Sign out. And finally, Pamela.
Jamlish not happy fine,
Okay, thanks everyone. And we'll see you later. See you in the new year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is Randy Valentine representing for Jamlish. Real talk with a little bit of Labrish. It's always love.
Jamlish, a little real talk with a little bit of Labrish. Jamlish, them talk real talk, them not talk no foolishness. Jamlish, a little Jamaican wrap up in the English. Jamlish, the real talk show with a little bit of Labrish. Skibble says so.